Quiet. I'm just waiting because it has been quite the morning here. We've got drain issues, so my husband's been downstairs beating and banging and hammering on pipes all morning. The state road has been in front of my house, grading, sweeping, and bulldozing this much median on both sides. They cut off half the grass in front of my fence and then proceeded to bring the sweeper back through and put all of the dirt that was on the road onto my house, which is always fun. And now when it rains, we're going to have a lovely mud puddle out there. The sarcasm is real, y'all. Not happy. All the roads in this county that need attention, and they're out here playing in the dirt in front of my house. Welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl, and this is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019, and this is my FlossTube episode 54. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. How was your Easter? Did you have a good Easter? I did. My son and his girlfriend, Nicole, who is the cross stitcher, came to visit, and Friday evening we binge watched RuPaul and cross stitched the evening away, which was wonderful. Saturday we colored eggs because you know you're never too old to color eggs, so we had fun with that. And then Sunday we had a wonderful dinner. I made ham and asparagus with hollandaise, and I don't make hollandaise very often because I want it to be special, but I could literally drink that stuff. I could put it in a cup and I could drink it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. And I made baby Parmesan potatoes, and I found a recipe for a corn salad. It's whole kernel corn, halved cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, feta cheese, fresh basil, and then you make a dressing from olive oil and lime. Really good. So fresh tasting, so just light and good. You know, I wanted Easter dinner to be just light, not heavy and weighed down. So it was very good dinner. And I made orange fluff for dessert. How many people remember orange fluff? If you've ever been to a Baptist homecoming, or if you've ever been to a baby shower, you know, it's just staple here. It's a staple. So it was, you talk about light and fresh and fluffy and just wonderful. It was wonderful. Brought back so many memories. I think there's probably this much left in there. I mean, it was a hit. It's gone. So we had a very, very wonderful Easter. Saturday, after we dyed eggs, let me show you what we did. So my son goes, "Mom, you got any white floss?" And I went, "Oh." And I know there's a reason people don't use food coloring to dye floss. I know that. You know, I know it's going to bleed and it's going to be, but look what we got. We had so much fun doing this. We had so much fun. Look. Now this one was completely purple when she pulled it out of the dye. And then when it dried pink, like a pink and purple variegated, which was really, really odd. Lots of green and orange and yellow in this one. So pretty. This one is orange, different shades of orange, and then some more green with, she's got just a little bit of purple in there. That'd be good Halloween and fall. It's Easter, but we got Halloween and fall colors. It's look, and I love this one. The color just kind of bled together. So I bet that's really pretty stitched up. And this one's got more chartreuse. It's different colors. So I just let it dry, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to now just rinse it really good several times. I know a lot of the color is probably going to fade, but if I don't, I'm going to end up with purple and blue fingers is what's going to happen. So I'm going to rinse it real good, let it dry, and when I stitch with it, I'm just going to stitch. I'm not going to stitch anything important. I'm just going to stitch just some little something to just maybe an Easter egg or something, just to show what we did. So, but we had a lot of fun with that. I can definitely see the people who like to dye fabric and like to dye flosses. That's a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. We just had a ball with that. So, nice Easter. After dinner Sunday, we went to a local place, Miracle Mountain, and it's literally, I've been taking the kids to this place for forever. I mean, it's just home, you know. When you're on top of that mountain, it's literally on the tip top of a mountain. You can turn 360 degrees, and all the way around you is mountaintop views. The whole 360. It's a beautiful place. It was a little nippy, but we took a nice long hike, and we were actually hunting morels, which it's morel season here now. And the window for morels harvesting is very, very small here. So we've heard that lots of people already have them. My neighbor has 15 of them, and he's already dried his. He said that if we didn't find any, he'd give me one. So I'm excited I get one either way, but we didn't find any. We found some mushrooms, but no morels where we were on Sunday. And then yesterday evening, my husband and I went back out, and we didn't find any either. The place that we looked yesterday was perfect. The conditions were perfect for mushrooms, and didn't see a not a one. Of course, now the locals have probably went out and got the majority of them already, because they know when the season is, and they know how expensive those things are, and how well they sell. So I'm pretty sure people made some extra bucks within the past few days, but we're hoping. We're going to go back out a couple more times this week. This week's probably the last of it, but we're going to go out and see. We found lots and lots of blackberry bushes and raspberry bushes we didn't know existed, so we're ready for July now. We know where to go, so we're gonna go back out. It's lots of fun hiking back in the mountains, and we found a beautiful stream yesterday, and just the sound of the water. And well, I'll give you a little bit in a little video here, but the water is just so calming and relaxing, and the birds, bumblebees are busy. They're busy everywhere, and it's just wonderful. The world's just waking up. I have a favorite find I'd like to show you. Excuse me a second while I go out of frame. Now, do you remember a couple months ago, my son got me this little sewing box, old-fashioned vintage sewing box. Well, he brought me its bigger older brother this time. This one is so much bigger, and it's the amber plastic, and look on the top of it. Isn't that cool? The tray is perfectly fine. There's no cracks. I'm going to clean this puppy up. Lots of storage. The things that wouldn't fit in that one, I'm going to put in this one, and it's wonderful. Look at the like tie-dye effect or swirls in that plastic. Isn't that fabulous? Look there. Just fabulous. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to be moving some things around and reorganizing my sewing things this week, so I'm excited about that. I've got a little bit of retail therapy I want to start with. So I was watching Stitching May on FlossTube, and she was talking about Carrie's Creation threads, and Carrie's Creation are one of my absolute favorites. They have been for years. I've used so many of them, and then a few months ago, my really good friend Virginia, hi Virginia, she sent me pretty much an entire collection of Carrie's Creations, and I about wet myself, y'all. I did. But I love the floss. It's 8-yard skeins, and it is beautifully dyed. It is just one of my favorites. Well, Stitching May had mentioned that there was a shop online that was discontinuing it, and they had it for a really good price. I messaged her and I asked her, because I had done some research, searched online, and I thought I had the right place, and turns out it was Cecilia's Samplers online. And what they are doing is they're discontinuing it. So I put in an order, and same as Stitching May, you put in your order, and then if they've got any of it left, they'll send you what they have that you order. So I put in a big order, and then I got maybe half of it. So it was exciting to see how many I actually got. I called after I got my order and I asked if they had any more, and the colors that I listed she was already sold out of. So I would say they've got very, very limited limited threads available still. She said that Carrie's creation, they're still dying, which I didn't know that. I thought that it was they had closed years ago, but she said that they're still dying. They're just not going to carry her threads anymore. So I haven't done any research to find that out. When I did look for the Carrie's Creation, when I was looking for the shop that Stitching May had mentioned, I did see some on Etsy. I saw some on eBay, and so they are out there. So if I do, while this video is uploading, I will look to see if I can find out if they are still dying. If they are, I will put a link in the show notes below as to where you can get some if you'd like. They're 8-yard skeins. Absolutely beautiful. I can attest to how they stitch up. They're wonderful, and a lot of these colors I have used up that I already had, so I was excited to get more to replenish mine. I hope that they're not going away forever, because these are my favorites. I love them. So let me show you what I found. I'm going to do this really quickly. Now, the colors I hope will show up. I'm not sure of the lighting today. So I've got Double Fudge Brownie, Cajun Coffee, and Chocolates. Y'all, Double Fudge Brownie, Chocolates, and Cajun Coffee. So there. She did have 2 skeins of Cajun Coffee. I wanted more, but she sent me 2, so I'm assuming she's out of that one. These pretty brown variegated flosses. Oh my gosh. You can use them for trees and just anything you need brown for. Wonderful. I got 1 skein of lemon and 1 skein of baby blue and 1 skein of dusty purple. That's all she had. Look at that yellow. And this baby blue, oh my goodness. So pretty. And then that dusty purple. Look at that purple. It's so deep. Just a deep purple. I got several greens. I got Mountain Sage. I got Mystic Moss, Halloween, that chartreuse, look at there, and Rainforest, which is just a basic, really basic pretty green, and Sage Grass. This is like gray, and it's got just a hint of green. Gorgeous color. That would be good for Halloween, for like any dried grasses or any design that you need something, you know, that looks dried and vintage. This is my favorite green from Carrie's. This is Verde, and I have another skein of this. I've used already a couple skeins, but I did manage to get 3 skeins of this. It is perfect for leaves and grass. I mean, the variegation's just perfect. Love it. And then I got several pinks. Of course, Pink Taffy, Bubblegum. I got Baby Pink, and they're all different shades of pink. And the Pink Taffy has white with really light pink running through it. Really pretty variegation. Perfect for Valentine's Day, flowers. I'm actually using some Carrie's on my Abbey Rose that I'm stitching right now for the pinks. And then the last 2 are Rose and Dusty Rose. This is perfect for samplers and muted designs and things where you need some just pretty muted pink. So I'm excited to get more Carrie's, and I wish I could have got more, but I'm happy with what I got. I also got my nest egg from 3 Owl Threads, Trisha, and the colors that I got were Poinsettia, Poppy, and Pink Azalea. My daughter's been sending me pictures from North Carolina of the azaleas. They don't last long. This poinsettia, I don't understand. Do you think of pink when you think of poinsettia? I just think of a deep red when I think of them. I know there are pink ones, but the majority I've seen are red. Pretty pinks. Now, I get the General Arts. I get the shaker, and it's a mixture of shaker and sampler threads. Picnic Basket, Piney Woods. And we are on the peas and pecan pie. Now I'm also using the pecan pie for the Abbey Rose, and I'll show you the variegation when I show you that. My goodness, it's just syrupy. It's syrupy. It goes from a beautiful brown to a deep, deep brown. Mountain Mist, which is one of my favorite colors, and pine. I don't use pine too much. It's like a 500 DMC. All the old school charts use the 500 DMCs. Not so much anymore. And then 2 beautiful neutrals, Picket Fence and Pineapple Sherbet. Love those. This one's got a tinge of gray in it. Love it. So that's my nest egg for this month. Fabulous. So lots of threads this episode. Okay, Happy Mail. Back in February, there was an I Love to Stitch challenge on the embroidery.com Facebook group. Donette hosted it, and it was a wonderful challenge. You were challenged to stitch 30 minutes a day, every day in February. And I managed to do that, and I got my trophy. So let me show you my trophy. This is the 2019 I Love to Stitch challenge. It's a 6-inch scroll frame. I haven't opened it yet. I'm excited to. What makes it so special, it is engraved. It says, I Love to Stitch Challenge 2019. And everyone who met the challenge got one of these. So I am super, super excited to open this and get something on it and use it. I'm excited. That's a trophy. That's a trophy. Okay. Now, I got an email from my friend Kathy. Hi, Kathy, over at To Dye House. You should be watching Kathy. I'll link her below. Go over and check her out. If you're not familiar with her, I'm sure you all know who Kathy is. She's a wonderful floss tuber, fabulous energy. Just the things she shows, very interesting, just wonderful. But she's my friend, and she messaged me, and she said she had a Debbie Patrick Victorian that she was not planning to stitch, and she wanted to know if I wanted to add that to my collection. So she sent it to me along with this card. Hello, brought you a flower. Is he not? I mean, I can't even. She sent me Hotel de Coronado Boathouse in San Diego, California. Yeah, I could spend some time on that porch stitching, couldn't you? Look at the reflection in the water. And they put a seagull in front of the house. I thought that was really cool. So this is beautiful. That's beautiful. So thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. I will add that to my collection. Also, I got a thank you card, which is to die for, from Linda, my friend Linda. This is just a rock star. Look at this. Uh-oh. I was just starting the floor. Look at this. I'm going to use this for my journal. That is so cool. It's got old tickets and an old playbill. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I've seen these. Just love it. Nice little sweet note. Y'all, this lady, she sent me a ton of charts, and she said these were duplicates that she had. Some of them she wanted to pass along. I could keep them or use them for giveaways. And, let me show you what she sent me. She sent me the first chart in Halloween Rules, which includes the Wear a Costume and Eat Candy. Sent me that. And 2 Tingles charts. She sent me It's Halloween, Toil and Trouble, Ghosties and Ghoulies, and Haunted. She sent me Lizzie Kate Snowy String. I have this in my stash. Cute. She sent me Julia Fletcher from the Scarlet House. This was a market release. Linda. Girl. So this one will come up for a giveaway. She sent me Heartstring Samplery, Festive Little Fobs Beekeeping Edition. Look at that bee. I don't have that one. So she sent me little Lizzie Kate's Tiny Tidings 19. You know, I've stitched so many of these little tiny tidings. They're all just fabulous. They're quick stitches and they're so cute. They make the cutest little ornaments. That one, and she sent me Winter Smalls by Lizzie Kate. And I've seen so many people stitching these for all 4 seasons. This is the first one. I've not had any of these, so I'm tickled to get that. She sent me Hands-On Design January from A Year in Chalk. Let It Snow. No, no, no. And Ready, Set, Snow from Hands-On Designs. That's adorable. That snowman. That little button. The Lizzie Kates have buttons and beads too. From Little Sheep Virtues, she sent me Wisdom and Peace. Cute. And she sent me several of the Calendar Girls series. She sent me January. These are so cute. She sent me May. She sent me October. A pumpkin. November. Those pigtails. Can you even? So cute. And December. I don't know those. I don't know that I knew that those existed. I probably did, but if I did, I forgot. She sent me Casting a Spell, which I finished right after I started my FlossTube last year. So I have this chart. My BFF got me the box and the chart 1 year for Advent, and I stitched it up last year, and it turned out amazing. My husband was able to stain the box a pretty black, and it just turned out amazing. So I already have this one, so I'll be passing this one along. That's Blackbird Designs, by the way. She sent me a Prairie Schooler on Witches Go Riding. Look at that cat. Love this. And Blackbird Designs Sweet Land of Liberty. I did not have this one. My best friend's got it, and I was going to borrow hers because there's several in here. I've seen some people stitching some of these, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I know, I think Cindy did, excuse me. Cindy, didn't you stitch one of these? I think you did. I'm pretty sure you did. And then I know Crafty Cat is stitching Abigail. Pretty sure. So, happy to get this one. Linda, I cannot thank you enough. Girl, overdid it like crazy. I'm just in awe. Thank you so much. Back at you, girl. Thank you. Okay, what do I have? Happy birthday, Victoria. My buddy Victoria had a birthday yesterday. She turned 19. Absolutely wonderful. She had a birthday FlossTube, which y'all gotta go watch. She's something else. Anyway, she started a birthday sale that I'm going to be participating in. She is asking everyone to join her in her birthday sale and stitch a Lizzie Kate. So this is what I'm planning on stitching. I'll be starting that this week. My birthday's in July, and it's her birthday sale. It's a Lizzie Kate. Ticks all the boxes, plus it will also count as an Ultimate Challenge extra credit for Magical Stitches. Win, 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 win. So join her in her stitch along. If you're working on a Lizzie Kate, if you want to start a Lizzie Kate, come join her. Her hashtag is hysterical. It's VCR. Her channel is Victoria's Crafty Room. VCR. Some of you young girls probably don't even know why that's funny. But anyway, VCR LK SAL right here. VCR Lizzie Kate Sal. Victoria's Crafty Room, Lizzie Kate Sal. Now, if you don't have a Lizzie Kate, I got you covered. This is the snowy string that Miss Linda sent me. And since this one's already in my stash, I would like to share this with somebody so that you can join the sale with Victoria and everyone. I would like to ask you that if you do enter for this, that you're willing to stitch this one and participate in the sale. And the way that you can enter for this chart is to say, Happy Birthday, Victoria. If you say, Happy Birthday, Victoria, then I'll put you into a drawing and I'll give this snowy string away next week. So that's the drawing for next week. Wendy, my friend Wendy, Hoodlums Times 4, I'll link her below as well. She has the stitch along that she started, Stitching It Old School. It's hashtag Stitching It Old School Sal. And I'm planning to start something this week for that one as well. So I'll be doing that any chart prior to 2000. So if you're stitching on something like that, or you have something like that that you want to start, come join them and all of us with a stitch along for Stitching It Old School. Now, let's play some bingo. Let's draw this word's weeks from our Pretty Spring box. See what we get. Good luck. First word is number 13, video. These are all FlossTube words for my FlossTube anniversary. The second word is number 32, sable. Now, not only was this my cat's name, she was named for this acronym that 18 years. She was 18 years old when I lost her. If you don't know what this acronym stands for, Stash Accumulation Beyond Life Expectancy. Sable. Do you have sable? I reached sable years ago. And the third word is number 38 likes. So 38 likes, 13 video, and 32 sable. That's this week's words. So good luck, everybody. Okay. Now, let me show you some cross stitching. Okay, I'm going to scooch over here so I can show you some pictures. I am working on Abbey Rose Bunnies and Tulips. This is my daily 30 stitch, and I've been really bad about that this week. I've been really bad because I have had some things that I've been wanting to complete this week, so I've not been stitching. I have been stitching 30 minutes a day, lots more than that. I haven't felt good this week. I didn't feel good at all. Well, I say this week, but it was last week. I didn't feel good. So I spent a lot of time stitching and resting. I feel better now, but so I stitch on other things, but I will have this one finished. I'm working on it today, and I'm thinking I'll have it finished up. But anyway, here's where I was last time you saw it. And here's where I am now. So not much to go. I have my initials to put in there, ABCD, and the other stem, and then a little motif down here and a couple little baubles there. The Carrie's Creations I was telling you about, that's these pinks. Aren't they pretty? I love this chart. It is so happy. I just love it. So that's Abbey Rose Bunnies and Tulips. Okay, my next whip. Homework. Last week's homework. I put in 427 stitches into Sleepy Hollow by Raise the Roof. Here's where I was last time. And here's where I am now. 427 stitches. This one is coming along. I used it for, we had to visit 10 shops. I used it for Hogshead Tavern. I used it for Skiven Shaft's Quill Shop. I used it for Zonko's Joke Shop. I used it for a pop-up full moon challenge that they announced. I think it was Friday, and you had till Saturday. 30 stitches in dark thread, 30 stitches in light thread, and 30 stitches in an animal. So I did all 3 of those on this one to meet that challenge. So 427 stitches in on Sleepy Hollow. It's coming along. Love it. Okay, my next homework, Hogsmeade Rail Station and 3 broomsticks in. I pulled out Village. I did. I got Village of Hawkrun Hollow. And here's where it was way back in October of last year when I first started it. And for my homework this week, I got 208 stitches in. So there's where it is now. A little bit of love. I love this fabric, Vintage Country Mocha. It's my favorite. I stitch all my Hawkruns on that. It's painted. It's not colored on the back. See? Just on the front. So I love that. So Village got a little love this past week. I stitched on Hocus Pocus, which was Sleepy Hollow, and this one are 2 Mania starts for me from last year. So I used this one for Honeyduke's Sweet Shop for homework, and I tied it in with the pumpkin. And this is after 109 stitches to meet that challenge. So her dress is coming along. So that's Hocus Pocus. And then the last whip for the week was Map of Hawkrun Hollow. I used this for an extreme challenge, an extreme yearly challenge, 7 years of school. It's got a school on it. And the way I tied it in, my son helped me, which I run it by a couple people who like Harry Potter, and they were amused by it. Ron's dad is in charge of Muggle artifact recovery. So on one of his artifact recovery missions, he visited a little red school to find out why Muggle children feed their teachers apples. It's also got an orchard on it, so it still works into the whole school thing. So I also used it for a monthly extra credit, which I've got 2 more monthly extra credits to do before the end of the month, and I'm pretty sure I can get those done. So Map has gotten, did I show you where I was last time? So Map has gotten 1,317 stitches this past week. There's where I am there. I got the old burial ground grass finished. I got a couple of the headstones, and I started the angel, and then I've got the little crow there. He still needs a beak and some feet and some legs, but so 1,317 stitches on Map for homework this week. I'm happy with that. That one's really coming along. I'm making good progress with that one. So, okay, quick shout out. Have you all seen Shelly Keyx Stitch April Fool's video? Her March wrap-up video. I think it's number 73. The one, she just put out a new one. It's the one before that. Go watch that video. Go watch. You will laugh. You will laugh. Go watch that video. She is so... Go watch that video. I will link the actual video below. Click on it. Watch it. Shelly's a nut. I love her. I love her. I'd also like to shout out Kayla at Hufflepuff Stitcher. I've been watching and enjoying Kayla. Kayla is in Magical Stitches, and she's doing some cute projects. And she is her and her husband are wanted in several states. So you'll have to go and watch her to find out why. So Kayla, the Hufflepuff Stitcher. And I'd also like to say hi to Lisa S. Stitches. She is in the UK. And it's funny because I saw her name. When I clicked on her video, I heard her voice and I went, that's Lisa. Back years ago when the Tranquil Stitches message board was on Runboard, we had a very wonderful, wonderful group of ladies, group of stitchers. Lisa was in that group. And I messaged her, I commented on her video and asked her, I said, are you Lisa from the Tranquil Stitches message board? She went, yeah. So I was thrilled to find her. Absolutely thrilled. She's got that UK accent, which I love. Hi, Carrie. And I'm anxious to hear Lisa say bauble. 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 I'm anxious to hear her, how she says it, because I always tell Carrie I want to hear her say bauble. So go visit with Lisa. She's a joy. She's stitching lots of beautiful projects. She's also Magical Stitches. So go pay Lisa a visit. Shelley, Kayla, and Lisa. I'm all into what I'm all into. I'm all into losing weight. I'm all into losing weight, and I'm doing really well at that. So I'm excited. Just want to feel better, you know. I just want to feel better. So, and I am feeling better. I'm feeling much better. Every day I feel better. But I wanted to share with you something that I found that you might enjoy. Take a ripe banana, a ripe one, not a green one, a ripe banana, and slice it, and don't cut them too thick, just, you know, and kind of slice them in half, you know, slice the banana and then slice them in half again and freeze it. After they're good and frozen, put them in a blender and blend them up until it's creamy. The best ice cream. That's all that's in it. It's banana. Frozen banana, creamed up in a blender. It's frozen ice cream. Absolutely wonderful and healthy. And it's so creamy. If you like bananas, try that. Fabulous. It's a wonderful little treat at the end of the day, and guilt-free. You don't have to worry about it. So just thought I'd share that with you. Now, plans. I'm finishing up kitting my mania this week because I need it done. I've just got a couple more ornaments to go. Oh, and I forgot an ornament. I noticed I told you I had 16 and I only showed you 15. And I forgot yet again to get the magazine out. But when I start my mania, I'll show you that 16th ornament. So there were 16. And I'm still working on how that's going to work with the way I'm going to do it. So I'm excited to get started on mania this year. I'm going to be working on my homework. The new assignments came out and they'll fit right in with what I'm doing. So I'm anxious to get that homework done. And I've got, like I said, 200 more extra credit assignments for the month. One of them is 500 stitches and one of them is 200 stitches. So 700 stitches this week will be to finish up that extra credit homework for Ravenclaw. And I will be starting Lizzie Kate July, and I will be starting another small for the Stitching It Old School Sal. But I do want I want a little start for the stitch along that Wendy's doing. Now, I also found a UFO that has not had any love for quite a while, and I'm a little on the fence about it. And I wanted to show it to you to see what you think. Okay, this project is it's a good size project, but my tastes have changed since I started this. It's still pretty. I just don't know. Let me show you the colors that are in it. There's only 3 colors. Weeks Tiger's Eye, Gentle Arts Spring Grass, and Weeks Mulberry. This is the 3 colors. They've been stored in a bag for a while. Look at them. That's the 3 colors. That purple is just beautiful. So, I don't know. Let me show you the chart. This is Sampler Cove's Double Dutch Sampler. I started this thing years and years ago, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I chose these colors to do it with. But I have made so much progress on this piece that I'm thinking I should probably finish it. Here's where I am. And I do remember, I put it in timeout because I'm assuming right here, I have miscounted somewhere. I don't think it's a major error. I really don't. But I do remember that that's why I stopped stitching it. Is that I messed up somewhere up here in the border. It didn't line up or something. I don't know. But, you know, it's fixable. So, I don't know. It would, you know, it looks like there's just, well, there's some more down here and the rest of the border. It was a fun stitch. I mean, I enjoyed stitching on it. I just got disheartened when I realized that I had miscounted. So, I don't know. What do you think? Be a shame to pitch all that work, wouldn't it? I don't know. But anyway, that's Double Dutch Sampler, and I'm not really sure. I'd like your opinion as to what you think I should do. Do you think I should go on ahead and do it? I don't know. But I do love these colors. Just maybe not together. I don't know. But anyway, so that's all I have for you this week. I appreciate you visiting with me. I've got a slideshow at the end of Miracle Mountain and some pictures I took when my husband and I were back in the woods. And again, if you're interested in this, you know what to do. So until I see you again next week, plans also include I'm going to be working on some bags. I've got lots of them cut out. I owe some people some bags for some barters, and I'm going to be finishing those up in the next day or two. I just didn't feel good last week. I just didn't feel good. So I'm going to be finishing that up this next couple days. So until I see you again next week, have a wonderful week and enjoy some beautiful weather, I hope, and happy stitching.